Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Mystics Table. Today we will be playing session 14 of my Ironsworn campaign. So we left off at a pretty good stopping point last session. We'll just do a quick recap. So Albrun, Lady Anula, and Lord Lamatu, with pretty much the entire might of Thalor, has returned to Cadigan's refuge. Okay, and the idea, the kind of understanding that Albrun arrived at with Lady Anula is that Albrun will disable, remove, whatever to Cadigan's wards that he is using to keep the elves out, and Lady Anula herself will go into the cavern along with, of course, Lord Lamatu and the elven warriors in order to disable the supposed elvish runes that Cadigan had somehow cast and sealed himself away. So Lady Anula and the elves are under the impression that Albrun was able to gravely wound Cadigan, and that he needs the elves to either give him the knowledge or they themselves to take down the wards that he had casted in order to finish the job. Okay, that's what the elves believe. Obviously, this is a lie. And the complication that we ended up rolling last time is why that, like, Lady Anula herself won't teach us the ward. I don't think she trusts us, and I think she wants to see it through herself. So that is a complication. Okay, so that's where we left off. We are here outside of Cadigan's refuge, and I decided that since we're basically going to go in there again, I think we are actually going to delve again. Even though we've already completed this delve site, I think we are going to use the delve mechanics to make our way kind of like, I mean, we could do an undertake a journey, I guess. We could. Well, you know what? What if we do that? What if undertake a journey might be more appropriate than delve? Because we don't need to discover the site. You know what? Yeah, I think actually, yeah, I take that back. We are gonna undertake a journey, because since we've already kind of mapped out the delve site and we know what kind of dangers are present, and we know where certain runes are, you know what I mean. So I feel like we don't need to. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're gonna undertake a journey. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so that sounds about right to me. So we are going to undertake a journey to. Okay, here's the thing. Like I said, the elves think that Cadigan is gravely injured. So I think we need to undertake a journey to where that cavern with the altar and the bone hoard are. Because here's the thing, guys, I actually had this really good idea between last session and this session. And the crazy thing is, we asked the Oracle last session if Lord Lamatu would bring the might of Thalor. And when I say might of Thalor, I mean a majority of its warriors with him. And I thought that that would actually be a disadvantage for us. When we rolled, I said it was almost certain. I was hoping that he wouldn't. I was hoping that it would just be like maybe him and Lady Anula and maybe a few Elvish guards. Because my plan, since we were lying to Lady Anula, there are no Elvish wards in this cavern, and she's going to find that out eventually. My plan, Albrun's plan, was to basically, take her out because she herself, and I think Cadigan informed us that it's Lady Anula who is maintaining the wards around Cadigan's refuge. Now, I don't know for certain if killing her would disable the wards. I don't know if the magic is connected to her life force per se. As we've already established, magic can be connected to certain items, like the urn that Cadigan has connected his life force to. That's an external thing. So I don't know if the wards that her ancestors casted and that she maintains would go away upon her death. But that was kind of the plan, is to get rid of her. And I thought that that might weaken the wards. But I have gone through some further thought, and I think it's crazy because, again, I thought that this was a disadvantage, but we can actually spin this, flip it on its head, and make this our advantage. So, Lord Lamatu, in his fear for Lady Anula and wanting to protect her as we do this, he brought a majority of the elven warriors of Fythalor. So Fythalor is basically undefended right now. Like, I'm sure there's a few warriors left behind just to like manage things, but a majority, we said 20 of the elves, so a majority of the outpost is here with us. And then, once we figure out this ward situation and get and allow these elves to go into the refuge, that is a majority of the elves that have been messing with Matic. So the crazy idea I had was, wait a minute, since we have it's basically we have all the eggs in one basket, so why don't we just drop the basket and crack the eggs? So what if we somehow lead the elves, to the bone horde or something like that, and we let Cadigan kill them all. So if Cadigan can kill all of them, Fight the Lore will definitely be so severely weakened. And to be honest, I wonder if we ourselves could then deal with the elves that have been left behind, or even if we need to. I don't know. Perhaps, I don't know. I don't know. I guess the dice will tell us, but I think that we can turn that disadvantage into advantage, and we need to try to just wipe out all of these elves that we basically just need to lead them to the slaughter, is what I'm thinking. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. And that's such a crazy idea, but like, Albrun's a trickster. I mean, and we already established that he has an opportunistic demeanor, and so this is quite the opportunity, and the one of the benefits to this plan that I like is that we don't have to release Cadigan, okay? So if we manage to screw these elves over and have Cadigan kill them while they're in the cave, we don't have to let Cadigan out, okay? And then we can talk to Matic about reinforcing those wards to make sure Cadigan stays and the Bone Horde stays. So we get to screw over everyone, and we get to have the best outcome for ourselves and screw everyone else. I love it. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So let me go ahead and make a progress track. Okay, and I think we're gonna undertake a journey in Cadigan's Refuge. Okay. Okay, so for the rank, I don't know. So the Delve site's original rank was dangerous. We ended up changing it to formidable because we regretted it being dangerous, because it kind of felt like it was too easy. So like midway through, we changed it to formidable. But here's the thing: we know exactly where to go, right? So actually, I went back and I just took a look at all my notes and stuff before this session so that I could get myself a very clear map. So I went ahead and drew a map out of the areas that we've been to in this cavern system. So we know the way to get to Cadigan. So it's not even like, that's why we're not delving again, because we know the way. So I don't know if it's appropriate to be formidable. Like, I think dangerous might just be good enough. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like since we know the way and we know where to go, and we kind of know where everything is, I think we're going to stick to dangerous. I think so. Because I don't think we're going to stick with a dangerous rank here. So dangerous, that is 2 boxes per progress. 10 boxes total, of course. Okay. So we arrive to this little clearing, this corrupted clearing. Remember, the grass is like decayed. There's like shriveled dead trees. Um, and it's nighttime, yeah. So the moon is like shining straight into this clearing. And the elves, Lady Anula, she's armored and she has a spear. Um, she looks like a freaking elven warrior princess. And Lord Lamatu is on his gaunt, of course, with his armor and weapons, and the elvish warriors are kind of traveling in a flank around those two, Lord Lamatu and Lady Nula, and we're kind of traveling behind them. And so, yeah, we're in this clearing, and Lord Lamatu is going to get off his gaunt, and Lady Nula is going to turn to Albrun and is going to say, "Are you prepared to take down these wards? Do you know what you're doing?" And Albrun's going to say, "I have a pretty good idea. I will come back out and let you know when the ward is down. I know what is powering it." And they're gonna go ahead and nod at each other, and Albrun is going to go ahead and enter the cave opening. Okay, he. Oh, you know what? And I'm also gonna say that we picked up a short spear. So Lady Anula also had a short spear. The other elvish warriors have full spears. So we have a short spear now. It's about like a half spear, because you remember our dagger broke. So we have that now. So we kind of have that out, and we're gonna go ahead and enter this cave. So I think we're gonna go ahead and undertake a journey. Where we're trying to go is, if you remember correctly, the very first spot past the cave opening was that forked path that we had mentioned, and we actually had chosen the one path that had the warded the runes on them that we now know are wards. Okay, and so that's where we're headed. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll undertake a journey plus wits, so that's gonna be a +2. So let's go ahead and do that and see what happens. See if we can make it there. If there's anything waiting for us or something. Okay, 3 on the action die +2 is a 5. Versus oh god, versus double eights. That's a critical miss. On a miss, you are waylaid by a perilous event. Pay the price. Ooh, okay. I was not expecting a critical miss here. Okay, since it's a critical miss, I think. I think I'm gonna roll on the plot twist oracle. Okay. Because it sounds to me like something the major plot twist oracle. Okay, I think we're just gonna roll and see what happens. 21. A secret alliance is revealed. A secret alliance is revealed. Huh. A secret alliance is revealed. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's think this through. Okay, what are the pieces we have on the chessboard right now? We have Cadigan, of course, and his undead servants in the Bone Horde. That's one piece. We have ourselves. Okay, I don't think we would be a part of any. Oh, oh, oh. Wait a minute. We have a secret alliance with Cadigan, because we were just trying to double cross the elves. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Oh God, that's terrible. I think it's our secret alliance that gets revealed. Oh man. Oh, okay. Let me jot that down. Dang it, y'all. Okay. Oh God, that sucks. That sucks. Okay. Um. Oh God, that sucks. Okay. I don't think it's gonna be immediately revealed right now. I don't think it really makes sense in the narrative to reveal it right now, but it's going to happen. We rolled it. It's gonna happen. So, oh God, that's not gonna be good. That's not gonna be good. Okay, whatever. Okay, so, okay, that's the major plot twist. Okay, We don't mark any progress, but I think narratively. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Let's just get back in the fiction still. Albrun makes his way down that slope, and he comes down to that forked passage, and um, that rune that we had seen the very first time that we entered here is still there on top of the passageway that kind of marks the way to Cadigan and like all the stuff that we had already seen. We don't know what's down the other two passages. Who knows what could be over there? And I think that we are going to try to. We need to disable this rune, okay? So I think either we do this ourselves, and if we fail, I think we're gonna try to go all the way to the end and talk to Cadigan about him removing the ward, and we'll talk to him about our plan, about what has happened, okay? Um, but I think that we might be because I think now that Albrun is looking at this rune, he actually recognizes it. I think it's the exact same rune that we actually have in our backpack that we got that was warding the bone horde. It's basically the same rune, a few deviations that's made for the elves specifically, but and now we actually recognize that this rune is carved in that same black stone that we suspect is the same material that the iron pillars are made out of. So I think we're going to try to disable this rune the same exact way that we disabled the other one, and that's by just like prying it off of the passageway. Um, to be honest, I actually don't know if that's gonna work, but I guess we'll see. So it sounds like to me we need to roll secure an advantage um, plus iron. It sounds like we're just gonna try to use our spear. You know what? This might break our spear, but you know what? The spear might be stronger than that dagger that we used. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. So let's just find out. So I think this is secure an advantage plus iron because we're just gonna try to jam our spear behind that stone tablet and just pry it right off of the cavern wall. Okay, so this is +1. Secure an advantage +1. 6 on the action die +1 is a 7 versus a 3 and a 2. Strong hit. Okay, so on a strong hit, you gain an advantage. Choose one. Take control and make another move now and add +1, or prepare to act and take +2 momentum. Our momentum is still at 10. We haven't burned it yet. We've been holding on to this momentum for a long time. I'm just kind of waiting for that critical point of when we need it. And so we're going to take the +1. So I think what happens here is we are able to jam the spear right behind that thing. And I think now that we kind of know that these tablets are what they are, like we know that these warding runes are carved on these tablets and they are hooked up on these places and that's how they work. We now are able to just get our short spear and just pry it off. It falls. And I think this one is definitely not as powerful, and we ourselves can kind of feel how Cadigan was describing that magic has just been disrupted. So I don't even think we're going to bother saving this one. We have one that's a lot more powerful that was made for the Bone Horde that we already have. So I don't even think we're going to try to save this one. We're just going to get it. And since we got the strong hit, I'm going to say that this, just removing it from the cavern wall, I'm going to say that is enough to disable. There's not going to be any further complications. So we are going to make our way back to the cave entrance and out, and we're going to have our little stone tablet, and Lady Anula is going to see us. And as we get closer, the elves are definitely getting a little bit more on edge. And I think Albrun kind of realizes that, and he stops and he says, "Okay, I have the rune that was powering the ward. Let me go get rid of it, and you guys should be able to finally enter this cavern." Okay, and so we kind of go to the edge of the clearing, and we just kind of chuck, that tablet over there. I imagine it can't be destroyed. So that's probably, you know what? No, we can't keep it on us because the elves won't be able to be near us, and they'll definitely feel it. So yeah, we have to chuck it, but I think we're gonna keep it in mind that that is something. Yeah, let me actually jot that down because that could actually come in use later. So let me actually. Ooh, yeah, that could actually come in use. So let me write down where we threw it. We threw it on the edge of the clearing, and we can come back for it later. Yeah, I think an anti-elf warding rune could come in handy, maybe. So that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so we make our way back, and I think the elves are gonna like tentatively advance to the cavern, and like they're a little scared, but like I think they can feel. They don't feel the harrowing um, the harrowing anguish that would accompany an elf getting too close to this cavern for the last couple of centuries. And so they do recognize that the ward that Cadigan had um, set up is no more. Okay. And I think I want to actually ask the Oracle before we move on. Of course, Albrun won't have this knowledge, but I kind of just want to know, for our sakes, if Cadigan felt this rune being disturbed. I actually don't know. So, I feel like it's 50-50. Like, I don't see any reason why he. I don't see any, like, specific reason why he would feel it, but I also think it is possible that he could feel it. So I feel like it's 50-50. I'm going to say 0 to 50, he didn't feel it. He doesn't know that the elves are here. And so he's going to be unsuspecting. And I will say 51 or higher, he did feel it, and he definitely knows that his anti-elf ward has been disrupted and removed. Okay? And that could come into play later. So let's roll 82. He felt it. He felt when we removed the ward and tossed it. So he definitely knows that something is up. Okay. So we'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna jot that down as a possible complication. Okay, so Albrun takes a torch from one of the elvish warriors. All 20 of them are here. They are still in a flank formation, led by Lord Lamatu. He's off his gaunt. He's leaving his gaunt outside. And they all have their weapons drawn, as does Lady Anula. And so Albrun is going to take a torch from one of these warriors, and he is going to lead the way. They're all going to just faithfully follow Albrun. He knows the way. Okay, so we have that +1 from secure and advantage, that strong hit. So we are going to undertake a journey +3 and see what happens. Okay. 4 on the action die +3 is a 7. Ooh, versus a 7 and a 6. Okay, weak hit. And I'm not burning momentum. So that's a weak hit on undertake a journey. Let's see what happens there. On a weak hit, you reach a waypoint and mark progress. Oh, but suffer 1 supply? Oh, crap. Oh, we should have did the... We should have did a delve. You know what? Guys, should I switch it to a delve? I'm like high-key tempted to switch to a delve real quick. A dangerous delve. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm sorry. I'm switching to a delve. Just because now that I think about it, it doesn't make sense for this to be a journey. Because I don't see why we would lose supply. Like, we're not, like, eating or drinking or anything. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. So, sorry. I'm going to switch this to a delve, okay? And I'm going to treat that as a, I'm going to treat that as a mark progress and reveal a danger for the delve. So we're not going to re-roll. We're just going to kind of transfer that weak hit over. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't think it through when I was saying that this was a journey. We're just going to re-delve it, okay? but we're gonna redelve it at a dangerous rank since we know the way. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna mark progress, dangerous delve. So that's 2 progress, 2 boxes. And we are going to reveal a danger. Okay. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll on the reveal a danger oracle. Ooh, 95. What's that? Roll twice more on this table. Both results occur if they are the same result. Mark it twice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Rolling twice. 36. Check the domain card. Okay. Let's see. Domain card 36. A cave in. Oh, okay. A cave in. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. A cave in. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. We'll keep that in mind, and then we gotta roll again. 18. Check the theme card. Revelations of a terrible truth. Ooh, revelations of a terrible truth. Okay, I think I'm gonna roll on the action and or the theme. I think I'm gonna roll on the theme oracle from base Ironsworn to reveal the terrible truth. I don't think major plot twists would work for that, so I think we're gonna roll theme and just maybe we'll roll theme like maybe a couple of times just to get an idea. And if that doesn't work, we'll see. 68. 68. Portent. You know, let's just do action and theme. So 16. Portent evade. Evade portent. I don't know. Let's keep rolling. 60. Weakness. Evade portent weakness. Let me roll action one more time. 62. Overwhelm weakness. A terrible truth is revealed. Revelations of a terrible truth in a cave-in. Revelations of I'm just confused on what this terrible truth could be. Evade portent. Overwhelm. I don't know, guys. What could possibly be a terrible... Okay, you know what? I'm going to roll on major plot twists. A terrible truth is revealed. A terrible truth is revealed. I'm going to roll on major plot twists. 85. The truth of a relationship is revealed. What is this truth? I don't know what this truth is, guys. Oh my god, what the heck? What is being revealed here? What the heck is being... Okay. You know what? Maybe this is just something that we have to jot down and circle back to. Let's just get back into the fiction, and if something comes up, it comes up. Okay, we'll keep it in mind. So let me just jot it down, and we'll keep it in mind as we do this delve, and maybe something pops up. Maybe something pops up later. Oh, wait a minute. Why don't we connect this with the complication we rolled earlier about Albrun's alliance with Cadigan being revealed? Okay, you know what? I know. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, yeah, I think I know how we're gonna resolve this. Okay, so as Albrun is leading the elves um, to this forked passage, and with his torch in one hand, short spear in the other, the flank surrounding Lady Anula is right behind him. We're gonna go ahead and go down the path that had that rune on it that we had removed, and I think as soon as we kind of step there, all of a sudden, oh crap, yeah, all of a sudden, the passageway collapses. So it's like, I think we feel a really disturbing vibration. It doesn't feel like a natural vibration because this cavern is pretty stable. It's been stable for years. But it's like, I think Albrun is actually, you know what? This is a face danger. This is, yep, this is a face danger roll. Albrun can feel this vibration and it is magic in nature. This is not a normal seismic event. This is magic is definitely magic is definitely involved with what's happening, and he feels like this just magical vibration coming from deep below. It's coming from Cadigan. Uh, as we said, Cadigan felt that rune go away, and he knows that there are unwanted visitors here. I don't know if he knows that Albrun is among them, but he knows that the elves are here because obviously, if the anti-elf rune is removed, it probably means elves are coming in. And so Cadigan is down below and he is caving that specific passage in. Okay, so this is a face danger. Okay, and I think this is definitely face danger plus edge. I think because it sounds like to me, Albrun is able to pick up on those vibrations, knows that something very bad is about to happen, magical in nature, and it sounds like to me like we're going to have to use our agility to try to get out of the way because we're kind of in the way, and we are actually going to go ahead and add +1 with our sighted asset because it says when you face danger to identify or detect mystic forces, add +1, take +1 momentum on a hit. So we are going to add +1 here. And so this is face danger +2 because we only have one edge. So let's see what happens. That's a 3 on the action die, +2 is a 5 versus a 3 and a 2. Strong hit. So we're not going to take the momentum since we're already at 10. But on a strong hit, we are successful. And we would have taken 2 momentum, but we're already good. So Albrun, sensing and feeling this thing, he is very quickly able to get out of there right as the thing caves in. And Lady Anula, with her sharp eyes, her sharp elvish eyes, she's going to look at Albrun and she's actually going to point her spear at him. She's going to say, treachery. It's a trap. And Lord Lamatu is going to quickly bark out orders, and the elvish warriors are going to surround Albrun. Okay, and they all have their spears out. Some of them have their bows pointed at him, and Lady Anula is going to say, I knew something was off. Now that I'm in here, I can feel that there are no elvish wards casted here. You lied. You brought us here to meet the fate of death, because she's assuming that this cave-in was some elaborate plan to kill them. She thinks that Albrun is in league with Cadigan, okay? And when I said surround, I mean like they flank, so kind of like a semicircle. They didn't get behind Albrun, okay? And we are in a forked passageway. So I don't think Albrun can talk his way out of this. I think it's very clear. Like I said, we rolled that major complication twice. We rolled earlier that Albrun's alliance with Cadigan would be revealed. It just did, and we also rolled revelation of terrible truth and/or relationship, and I think that fits the bill. So to me, I don't think we're going to be able to talk our way out of this. The treachery has been revealed. And so it sounds like to me, Sounds like to me that we have to run. It sounds to me like we have to run. Um, oh crap. It sounds like to me. I wish there was a way. Do we? How are we gonna get out of this? Because okay, wait a minute. You know what? Actually, I don't know if we can run, because not only are there like a dozen or so elves with spears surrounding us in the front, but there's also elves behind those elves with bows drawn, pointed right at us. So we turn and run, we're gonna have to like try to dodge arrows and stuff. And I don't think we're gonna get very far. We only have one edge. Um, I know I said that we can't talk our way out of this, or like I didn't think we would be able to, but I think I don't know what could we possibly say. What could we possibly say? I think we need a distraction, or we need a distraction. You know what? I don't know, guys. What do we do? What is Albert? What's the plan? I think we face danger. I think we have to try to run. I mean, a compel is not like we can't roll compel here. There's nothing to compel. They know. It's very clear. It's revealed. I mean, the truth is revealed. And there's these two other mystery passageways. And our plan was to lead the elves to the bone horde. So I have a feeling that if we run, the elves will follow us. Okay. Um, but they're going to be a lot more wary. Okay. Yeah. I think we just have to face danger plus edge to attempt to get out of this, and then it sounds like we're gonna have to delve the depths with one of these other passageways. Okay. Um, and I don't think we can use invoke here, a mystical effect to cause a distraction. We only have two essence, so we're not even doing that well on essence, and we don't have time to absorb any more essence right now. Oh man, we are not doing okay. I think I know what we have to do. We have to face danger plus edge. That's the only realistic option we have right here is we gotta run. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. But it's our only option. There's nothing else to do. So face danger with speed. That's a +1. 5 on the action die, +1 is a 6. Ooh, versus a 10 and a 7. That is a miss. But you know what, guys? I think it's finally time to burn our momentum. I think it's finally time to burn that momentum. So we are going to go down to 2 momentum, and we are going to cancel out both of those action die, and we are going to turn this into a strong hit. So on a strong hit, you are successful. Take 1 momentum. I will take that. That's a +3. And Albrun is going to turn and book it down one of these other passageways that we have no idea where it leads. We didn't discover it. Who knows what is down here? And as we run, the elves are shooting arrows at us, and I think we can hear some scuffles, so we can hear some of the elven warriors with spears are kind of chasing us. But I think we are running just so fast with just absolutely no regard for caution or anything, even though we are running into an area that we have no idea, like we have no familiarity with. Whereas I think the elves chasing us, they are being a lot more cautious. Okay, they haven't. I mean, they still fear this cavern. They haven't been able to get in here for 200 years. They know that there's foul magic afoot, so we are able to lose them just because we are going with so much speed and zero caution that we are able to lose them. Okay, and that's that strong hit. And also, I think this is actually a really good time to talk about our vice from opportunistic. So our vice says, when you get into trouble for your unethical approach to a situation, we just got into trouble for trying to double cross the elves. So with the vice, take up to your momentum maximum. So we are going to take another +2 momentum, which is really nice since we just had to burn all that momentum. So we are now up to +5 momentum. Okay. And it sounds like to me that we have to delve the depths. Yeah, it sounds to me like we have to delve the depths plus edge because we are just running. So, yep, with haste. We are delving the depths with haste, rolling plus edge, so that's a +1. Okay. Oh, I really hope we get a strong hit. So that's a 5 on the action die, +1 is a 6, versus a 4 and an 8. Weak hit. On a weak hit, roll on the following table. So we're going to roll on edge. Ooh, this isn't good. Edge is the most risky for a weak hit. Is that a 69? 69? Choose one. Mark progress or find an opportunity. Okay. As much as I would love to find an opportunity here, I think we're going to mark the progress because we have 0 progress on this delve right now, and we need to get to Cadigan, and we need these elves to follow us, okay? So I'm going to choose to mark progress here, that we are able to, and I guess we have to envision where we are, but so we're going to mark progress, so that puts us at 4 boxes, okay? And let's envision where we are, so I'm going to roll on the, I'm going to roll on our theme and domain card. Is that a 60 or a 90? It's a 60. Why do we I feel like we've rolled 60 like the last 4 rolls. That's so weird. That is a 60. Straight 60. A vast chamber. Okay, that's interesting. So we come into a vast chamber. So Albrun is running, and he down this dark path. He has his torch. I wonder if we should consider dampening the torch. I think we're gonna keep it lit for now, because since we're just running, and we come into this just huge chamber that, like the other areas that we had already discovered, lots of stalactites on the ground and above the ground. And I think we're just literally just gonna keep running. I don't think there's really anything in this chamber that's notable or any reason to stop. I think we're just gonna delve the depths again plus edge. We are just trying to put as much distance between us and those elves as possible, as quickly as possible, and we need to get to Cadigan. So I don't even think we're gonna take any time at all to explore. Well, you know what? No, because I think the elves are right behind. Well, you know what? Since there is no danger here, and we are running really low on magic, this could be an opportunity to try to leverage our invoke asset and see if we can get some essence in. What's our spirit track at? Okay, our spirit track is at +2. This is definitely risky. It's definitely risky to leverage invoke with only 2 spirit. Because if we get a weak hit, we will be enduring stress. 2 stress to be exact. And that'll put us at 0 stress. And I imagine that we have to mark shaken at 0 stress. I have to refresh myself on the rules. I've never done that before. But I think this is an opportunity. There's no danger. There's no undead anything here. We've put a lot of distance already between us and the elves. This is a vast chamber. I think, because I really do feel like we might need our magic eventually, because we are running pretty low. See, we're at 5 momentum. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to leverage invoke. So we get into this vast chamber. We get behind a stalactite. Albrun is huffing and puffing. He's looking behind. He's very paranoid because he's in danger. I think these elves might just try to kill him. I don't know if they're going to try to take him prisoner here. So he is scared. And I think he's going to take a deep breath, close his eyes, and see if he can't draw in some of the magical energy. Remember, we're in a very corrupted area, so this is definitely risky, but I feel like this might be our only opportunity to do this. So we're gonna do it. We are going to consume the mystical essence of our surroundings plus wits. That's +2. Oh god. Okay. 4 on the action die +2 is a 6 versus a 6 and a 4. Weak hit. Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah, weak hit. Oh god. Okay. So we can add up to the value of our action die, so that is 4. So we were at 2 essence. We get to go all the way up to 6. I guess that is kind of worth it. I'm not gonna lie. 6 essence is pretty good. So we get to add. So we're at 6. But unfortunately, capturing these energies is harrowing. So I think the explanation here is that as Albrun is breathing in, closing his eyes, and just trying to gather up some magic, he is in this corrupted cavern with this foul, dark magic around him, and it is horrible. As he's taking these energies into himself, he can feel the screaming and just agonizing, torturing pain of the dead spirits here, of the elves and the Varu and the animals that have been sacrificed here, that their bones have been ripped out of their carcasses. Some of them may even have been alive for that. And they are like, I think almost Albrun can actually feel phantom hands like clawing all over his body, and it's a very horrible experience. And so we are going to have to endure that 2 spirit, that two stress. So we are down to 0 spirit. Now, before I figure out what happens at 0 spirit, we are going to go ahead and roll endure stress and see if we can possibly bounce back a little bit from this. So let's endure some stress. So we are definitely rolling plus heart here. Our spirit is at 0, so we are going to roll +2 heart and see what happens. 6 on the action die +2 is an 8 versus a 4 and a 7. Strong hit. Okay, we needed that. Okay, on a strong hit, we can either shake it off or embrace the darkness. We are definitely going to choose to shake this off. I don't want to be a 0 spirit, so we're going to take +1 spirit in exchange for 1 momentum. So now we're down to 4 momentum. Okay, that was a horrible experience. Albrun is definitely really shaken up about that. Not actually shaken, but you get what I mean. But I think he's feeling very very powerful. He can feel the magic. Maybe he can even feel Cadigan's magic that he has taken into himself. So he feels like he is pretty prepared to possibly, use some magic, I guess, when he needs to. So he feels a little bit better about that. But we are going to go ahead and delve the depths plus edge again, because we are going to go ahead and keep running. We need to get to Cadigan as fast as possible. We don't have any time, really. And, who knows, maybe we can even hear the elves coming into this chamber. So we need to go. So we're going to delve the depths plus edge. So that's +1. Ooh, okay, guys, I'm stressed. Ooh, 1 on the action die +1 is 2 versus a 10 and a 6. That is a miss. On a miss, we have to reveal a danger. I'm just going to go ahead and roll on... Oh, wait. We need to... Okay, wait. Before I reveal the danger, we need to actually envision where we are. So let me roll on that. Let's say 65. 65. Subterranean waterway. Oh, Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Okay, let me put that on the map real quick. Okay, so as Albrun runs, through these talisites and stuff, goes through like basically another tunnel, and he comes across a waterway, a river almost. And I think that what he's thinking is, wait a minute, wasn't there a waterway right outside of that warded archway that led into the area with the altar and the bone horde where Cadigan is? I think Albrun is definitely thinking about jumping into this water. But before we can make a decision on that, we need to go ahead and reveal that danger. So I'm gonna roll on the reveal a danger. Well, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna roll on the reveal the danger table because I can't imagine that the elves caught up with us quite yet, unless the table says so. So I want to see what the roll is gonna be. 83. Oh crap! Your way is blocked or trapped. Hmm. Okay, I think I know what this is. I think actually what this means is that, so the tunnel that we were going through, the ground part, the place where we could keep going forward, is also caved in. So possibly, that magic thing that Cadigan did earlier. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the map. There's a bunch of boulders now, so that tunnel is actually blocked off. So it looks to me like actually the only way for us to get out, because the elves are probably right behind us, the only way for us to go forward is to jump into the water, and hopefully it leads us to um, right outside there. So I think this is a face danger, um, which makes sense since we had to reveal a danger. But yeah, it sounds like to me this is a um, face danger plus iron. Um, Aggressive action, strength, or endurance. It sounds to me like this is kind of endurance. We're jumping into a very dangerous waterway, probably with a rapid current. I don't see how this is edge. This is definitely not edge. Yeah, I think this is iron, so that's plus one iron. And it doesn't matter if it's iron or edge because both of them are plus one for us. But I think it's iron, so we're gonna roll face danger plus iron, and then depending on how that goes, we will delve the depths again. So, but we got to face danger, I think, plus iron first. Ooh, 2 on the action die, plus 1 is a 3 versus a 3 and a 7. Um, you know what? I think we're gonna burn momentum again and cancel that 3 so that we can make this a weak hit. Because I don't know if we can afford a miss right now. We need to get out of here, and we need to get to Cadigan. Unfortunately, yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna burn momentum. So we're going back down to plus 2 momentum. This is now a weak hit. So we succeed, but face a troublesome cost. So Albrun jumps into the water. I think it's a very icy cold water. I think it is also a rapid. So we are going to kind of get swept down the waterway. And I think as we are kind of getting swept down, I think the elves, Lady Anula, Lord Lamatu, and all pretty much all the elves are going. They come into the passageway and they see us being taken down this waterway. And Lady Anula does not look happy. Lord Lamatu does not look happy. In fact, I think he actually orders his elves with some of his warriors with the bows to maybe try to shoot us. But so for the troublesome cost, I think so. We are delayed, lose advantage, or face a new danger. Suffer 1 momentum. I think that makes the most sense. I think that makes the most sense here is that we face a new danger, the current, the rapids. And so we're going to lose that 1 momentum. So now we are down to plus 1 momentum. Not good at all. But luckily, none of the elves are able to actually get a good shot on us. But now we have to delve the depths. But we no longer have to delve the depths plus edge. That's pretty cool. But definitely not plus shadow either because we're not sneaking. So this is just going to be a wits. We are trying to stay wary. We are kind of wading in the water, trying to make sure that we don't hit any like spikes or any like stalactites that might be in the water or anything like that. So we're rolling plus wits. So that's pretty cool. So at least we get to roll +2 now. So that is a delve the depths plus wits. 4 on the action die +2 is a 6 versus a 4 and 1. Strong hit, baby. Cool. Okay, so on a strong hit, you delve deeper, mark progress, and find an opportunity. Okay, so we're going to mark progress. So we are at 6 boxes on reaching Cadigan. Okay, and we get to find an opportunity, and we get to choose off the table. Ooh, honestly, we needed that. So, let's see. I think the best thing for us right now. Yep, I think I know. I think the best thing on this table that can help us is the terrain favors you or you find a hidden path. I know exactly what this is. So I think as the waters is just like kind of rushing us, down deeper into this cavern, I think we actually find a like an inlet, maybe some sort of root or something that we're actually able to grab on. Albrun's able to grab on it and pull himself out of the water. And we come up into this opening. We see a faint glow in this opening as we pull ourselves up on this ledge in front of us. We see a faint glow, and we go in and we see almost kind of a tunnel. And again, it's these man-made steps. And we recall earlier when we found that like man-made area. Okay, we had found that man-made area. Okay, we had found that man-made area earlier, and so we go down these steps, and it turns out it's the same area that we were able to take a break in, and it's that area that we felt the warmth, and there was the candles and the protective runes and stuff, and so we made it here, and we know where we are. We know how to get to Cadigan, so that is very, very, very helpful right there. And so that I think that this is also an opportunity to possibly make a quick camp. Not a camp that we're gonna sleep in, but just these rapids has put us way ahead of the elves. We left the elves way back over in that forked passage, and we are like we're very far away from the elves, so we have time to actually rest a little bit. And so I think we are going to go ahead and try to make camp and see if we can't possibly get a strong hit, because our tracks are doing really bad right now. I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys. We have 1 momentum, we have 2 health, we have 1 spirit, and we have 2 supply. So we are not doing well at all. I think we really do need to make this camp. Okay, so this is rolling plus supply. Oh, that's not good, but that's going to be a +2. Okay, let's see what happens. Plus supply, +2. Oh, 6 on the action die +2 is an 8 versus a 4 and a 7. Strong hit. Okay, on a strong hit, you and your allies may each choose 2. Perfect. So let's see. We can, I think we are going to recuperate and relax. Yep, I think we're going to recuperate and relax here. We are going to recuperate and relax. So that's going to allow us to take +1 health and take +1 spirit. We needed that. So we are at 3 health and we are at 2 spirit. We're going to take that. And so Albrun is going to he is so stressed. He was just so scared, just went through a very, very scary time in his life. I think he was almost even scared than the first time he was delving here, and he freaking saw the body pit and the bone horde and stuff. Those elves were out for blood. Lady Anula is not happy at all, and his plan is basically blown out the water. Um, I mean, not all the way. He's not going to be able to trick them anymore. Um, well, he's kind of is still tricking them. He's getting them to follow him, and they still believe. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if they still believe that Cadigan is gravely injured because they definitely saw and felt that cave in. The question is, do they know that it was magical in nature the way Albrun knew it? Albrun could feel the magic. He's a mystic. He's of Skold blood, so he felt that and he recognized that. I don't know if Anula would have recognized that was from Cadigan, and I don't know if she would be able to put two and two together and determine that Cadigan is not injured. But I think at the very least she suspects it. She's a smart lady. Okay, so it's gonna be harder to yeah, it's gonna be harder to hurt these elves. I don't know. We might have to ask the Oracle and figure out if the elves are gonna try to leave this cavern or if I mean they might try to finish. I think they're gonna try to finish the job. Actually, I don't think they're gonna leave. Because even if Albrun was lying, I think Lady Anula wants to see Cadigan for herself. Now that the elves are actually able to enter the cavern, I mean they have I mean they're not going to have reinforcements. They literally have the most elven warriors that they can spare. The very few ones that they don't have are back at Fight the Lord guarding the place. So this is basically the amount of elves they would have if they try to invade this cavern. So I think now that they're here, they're going to try to finish the job. And they don't know about the Bone Horde. Lady Anula divined that there was some major evil in here. So she might be on edge and she might, they might be cautious. I think they are being cautious. Um, but I don't see them leaving. I think that they're going to want to finish Catagon off, okay? But I think this is a good place to end. We are here safe in this chamber. We know where we are. We have 6 boxes on our delve. So I think we're going to try to attempt to possibly next session. I think we're going to try to delve the depths again, maybe twice more, and see if we can get to Cadigan and let him know about our plan, let him know that the elves are here, and see if he's gonna, be willing to. I think he's definitely gonna be. I mean, who knows what the dice are gonna do? But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen. So, yeah.